Hi, everyone. Welcome to ACI 1. I'm very punctual. I'm the kind of person who won't wait. Okay? All right. Today we have some tech issue. It's okay. Some purification. Yay! Okay, thank you so much for registering for ACI 1. I really welcome you. Let me just give a little bit introduction about myself. I am Rache Lim. I am from Malaysia, a Malaysian Chinese. And I'm a newly certified ACI lecturer with Asian Classics of Institute. That is my spiritual practice. But on the worldly way, I mean the worldly life, I'm currently an independent director of 2 public listed companies in Malaysia. And since this is our very first class, if you don't mind, you can actually just tell me your name and where you're from. Of course, some I know here, but most of them I don't recognize. Yeah, you can just unmute and tell me, yeah, where you're from, your name and where you're from.
Okay, I'll introduce myself. I'm Jenny Lee and I'm from Singapore.
Yay.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jenny. Thanks for coming.
Hi everyone, I'm Zheng Ling from Singapore too.
Hi, Zen Ling. I see
I'm
there is a
Susie
message
from
here.
Penang.
Susie from
Penang.
Penang. Yeah. Anyone else? Feel free to just introduce yourself.
I'm Jensen from Malaysia, KL.
Great.
Yeah, good evening. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Hi, I'm
Yeah.
Ching from Johor Bahru, Malaysia, and I
Okay,
am old friend of TV.
you Chin Ting from JB.
JB, Malaysia, an old classmate of TV.
Oh, old classmate of Susie. Hi, Susie. Wow, you're so great that you bring along your friend. Wow. Okay, great. Yes, Nutan.
Yeah. Good evening. Rache Lim, right? I'm
Rachel. You can call me Rachel.
Rachel. Yeah, Rachel. Hello everyone. My name is Như and I come from Vietnam. Yeah.
Vietnam. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Nutan. So happy to see you
Thank
here.
Yeah, good evening. Hello, everyone. My name is Ngọc. I'm from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Emerald, Ngọc Emerald from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Thank you for being here. Okay, counting 1, counting 2, counting 3. Yes, Tracy. Yes.
I'm from Miri, Sarawak, and now stay in Brunei.
Hi, Tracy.
Nice to meet
I'm so
you.
happy to see you here. Yeah, nice to meet you. Okay, we will move on to the next segment. At the beginning of every class, I always start off with a meditation. And I want to gather our mind here so that we'll be able to focus better. So we'll start off with a breath meditation so that we leave behind what we were doing just now. We were busy with our worldly life and all these things and become present in this very moment. That's one reason. Second reason will be we want to set our motivation. We want to set our motivation. You can make it bigger instead of just attending any classes. Okay? So I'm going to start with that. And I want you to just sit up straight. Just sit up straight. Make sure your spine is straight. That's all. Reason is to allow the chi in our channel to flow smoothly. Okay, and then close your eyes. And just relax. Relax. And relax. And then bring your attention to your breath until you hear from me. Just focusing on your breath as it goes out and comes in. Just watch. You can take an exhale and then an inhale as one. The next exhale and inhale, 2. Now bring to mind someone who is hurting in some way. Think about how much you would like to help them. The worldly ways that you have tried or you might try. Recognize how those worldly ways fall short. How wonderful it would be if we can also help this person in some and deep and ultimate way, a way through which they can stop their distress forever. Through that wish, grow into an intention. And may this intention underlie our conversation today in our class. And now bring your attention back to the space here. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. And you can open your eyes when you're ready. At the beginning of each class, I will also be doing the offering of the mandala. Traditionally, the teacher cannot teach if you don't ask for it. And so the offering of the mandala is kind of like a payment for the class, a gift to the teacher. It represents the perfect world that we are trying to create with what we are learning today. it's kind of like a promise that, okay, this is what I'm learning, whatever I'm going to learn, I'm going to help build this perfect world. Oops. This is the hand mudra. And if you know, you can follow along. Yeah, or if not, you can slowly try to figure out from this picture how to do this hand mudra as an offering of the perfect world. You can envisage in any way you want, a world with no war, no conflict, with love and peace and harmony, with abundance and happiness. So you can envisage in any way the perfect world that you would like to see, all right? So we are going to do the offering of the mandala and then followed by taking refuge. I always like to read in Tibetan, but today I think I want to read in Chinese for the first class. Here is the great earth, filled with the smell of the incense, covered with a blanket of flowers. The great mountain, four lands, wearing a jewel of the sun and the moon. In my mind, I make them the paradise of the Buddha, and I offer it to you. By this deed, may every living being experience the pure world. Idam Guru Ratna Mandalakam Niyatayami. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the highest community, through the merit that we do in giving and the rest, may we reach Buddhahood for the sake of all beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the highest community, through the merit that we do in sharing this class and the rest, may we reach Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the highest community, through the merit that we do in giving and the rest, may we become a Buddha for the sake of all beings. And may it be so. Okay, so we are ready to start now. We are learning ACI 1, the principal teachings of Buddhism, ACI 1. So first of all, we want to know what is ACI. What is this ACI? We always hear ACI, ACI, ACI. So ACI is founded by Geshe Michael Roach under the spiritual direction of his teacher, Ken Rinpoche Geshe Lobsang Tachi. Anyone here who don't know Geshe Michael 1, type 0. If you know Geshe Michael, you type 1. Type 1 if you know Geshe Michael Roach. Geshe-la, if you don't know, type 0. Let me see. Is there anybody who don't know? No, everybody know. Okay, good. So I don't need to talk so much about him. I can cut down on that. Okay, so ACI is basically courses on that I rephrase. ACI courses provide comprehensive Buddhist education, very, very comprehensive, which is based on the 6 great books of Buddhism. What are the 6 great books of Buddhism? It is Prajna Paramita, number 1, perfection wisdom. Number 2, Madhyamika, middle way philosophy. Abhidhamma, higher knowledge. Vinaya, Buddhist discipline, all those things about the vows. Pramana, logic and perception. And then Lamrim, 6. It is actually a teacher training program. And it covered the same foundational knowledge as a Geshe received at the Tibetan Buddhist monastery. And they study for 20 years on these 6 great books of Buddhism. So it means that It's very deep ideas. So don't beat yourself up if you don't understand, okay? Just listen with an open mind. Think of it like a puzzle, you know. I like to think of it like a puzzle. Today you learn one puzzle. Tomorrow you learn another puzzle. You know, you get some ideas here and there. And then seats shifted and you're able to see the puzzle fall in place. And you'll be able to see how they relate to one another. So pat yourself on your shoulder for being here. Rejoice that you're here. You're trying to learn. Okay, 20 years. People study 20 years. The typical, sorry, yes, Jenny, you want to say something?
No, I didn't. Sorry. No.
Okay, I see that you unmute. Yeah. So in Malaysia, I don't know about, I think Singapore as well. We are very kiasu. You know? So for me, when I learn also, we want to know everything I do. I read so much and I read and read and read my notes. I got so comprehensive. In fact, whatever I put here, I try to say, am I giving too much? I think I give too much. I think I shouldn't mention about this one, you know, things like that. So we are very kiasu, you know, we want so much information about everything, is it? So don't beat yourself up if you don't understand, okay? Come with an open mind, plant a seed in your mind. It will come one day. I tell you, when I first learned, I don't understand, you know, and I really doze off, you know, I really doze off in the car. I said, "Ayo, so boring, oh my God." Okay, so hang in there if you don't understand, hang in there. One day they'll fall in place. I want to quote Maitreya Miller Ford. He said that if you don't understand something, don't reject. Don't say, oh, this is wrong. Oh, this is no good, you know. Yeah, don't say that. Tell yourself, okay, now I don't understand. I'm going to put it one side. We say, put it on the shelf. You put it one side first and say to yourself, when I have more information later on, when I've contemplated more, when I come back to that, maybe I'll be able to understand. Okay? Yeah, so have that kind of a positive attitude. It's okay if you don't understand. It's very, very deep ideas. I can't say I know everything, all right? And just now I mentioned about Kershi Michael Roach. Let me show you the picture. I just want to emphasize one point since you already know the rest. He studied with his teacher, Ken Rinpoche Kershi Lobsang Tachin, for 25, 30 years. He lived with his teacher and learned with his teacher. And then he completed his studies with his teacher and also at Sarah Monastery in India, and became the first American to be awarded the Kershi degree. And why I need to mention this one, or I just want to bring out this one point only, because all these things come from him. He founded the ACI and bring to us this ancient wisdom in the language that we can understand, in the form that we can understand. Yeah. And it's so valuable. I didn't know about that when I first studied ACI. At later part, when I look back, I realized that ACI as something very, very valuable, which is our lineage. Our lineage means that the teaching is passed down from one teacher to another teacher in unbroken lineage. What do you mean by that? Unbroken lineage means that we learn this from Kershi Michael Roach, right? I learned this from Lama Sarani, who is a student of Kershi Michael Roach. And I also listened to Kershi Michael recording back in the 1990s. And where did Kershi Michael Roach learn from? Who is his teacher? I mentioned just now is Ken Rinpoche Kershi Lobsang Tachin. Then who is Ken Rinpoche's teacher? His teacher is Srijang Rinpoche. Then who is Srijang Rinpoche's teacher? Is Pabongka Rinpoche. We call it like a lineage. Let me show you this thing. You're very lucky, yeah. This one is I think I need to make it bigger. How to make it bigger? I want to make it bigger. Hey yo, I don't know how to make it bigger. Bigger. Cannot. So I need to drag, is it? Let me try to drag a bit. Can you see at the bottom here? Can you see at the bottom is Srijang Rinpoche? Then going up is Pabongka Rinpoche, very small huh? Then going up, you get different, we call it the lamas or the teachers in our lineage. Going up, and then you can trace to Guru Sakyamuni Buddha. We can trace this teaching. This page I take from Liberation in the Palm of Your Hand by Pabongka Rinpoche. So just now you hear so many names. You what Rinpoche, Rinpoche. I give you a summary, an easier one. Okay, I said this is our lineage. Whatever you're learning, they come from our unbroken lineage and is so valuable. Because you'll learn in chapter 4 later what we talk about authentic Dharma. Authentic Dharma. If it is authentic Dharma, if what you're learning is authentic Dharma, if you really study, you really contemplate, you really meditate, it is going to bring realization to you. It is going to make you a better person. You will stop seeing the problem that we see in our life, and your life should get better. Okay, so this lineage, I summarize again. We learned from Geshe Michael Roach, who founded ACI. He learned from Ken Rinpoche. Ken Rinpoche learned from Trijang Rinpoche. Trijang Rinpoche learned from Pabongka Rinpoche. Pabongka Rinpoche learned from, you can trace to J. Tsongkhapa. And they can trace out Atisha and many other very, very important teachers, and all the way to Lord Buddha. Okay, so next I want to show you is ACI 1. We are going into the details now. ACI 1 is on the principal teachings of Buddhism, right? So what are we learning? What kind of principal teachings of Buddhism are we learning? The name of the work is called Three Principal Path. Three Principal Path. Who wrote that? It's by J. Tsongkhapa. It's by J. Tsongkhapa. Okay, so since I mentioned about J. Tsongkhapa, I need to show you his picture lah, Okay, this is J. Tsongkhapa. So we need to know a little bit of the source of what we are learning right now to give us confidence where they are coming from. Okay, J. Tsongkhapa, his year is 1357 to 1419. His monk's name is Lobsang Drakpa. Lo, L-O, Lob means mind. Sang means pure, so it means pure mind. Drakpa means famous. So Lobsang Drakpa is his monk's name. He wrote the principal teachings of Buddhism. And the name of the work is called Three Principal Path that I showed you just now. For this one, you need to learn the Tibetan word, Lam So Nam Sum. Three Principal Path in Tibetan is called Lam So Nam Sum. Lam means path. Lam means path. It's not like the English, we say, oh, path, the road. It's not the road. It's not the method also. Okay, this path is not a road, it's not a method. The path here is actually referring to realization. It is a realization. It is your attitude. Yeah, we'll go into that again later on. Principle. So means principle. Geshe Michael is very concerned about this. Is this principle? P-R-I-N-C-I-P-A-L. Let me type in the chat. It is this principle, not the other one. Okay, wait. How to type? Principle. This one, Geshe Michael is very, very concerned. It's the first one, principle. The first one means main, 重要的. The three principal path, the three main path. It is not principle, not the second one. It's not a rule. Okay, Nam means type and Sum means three. So what we are learning in ACI 1 just now, again, I summarize, we say we learn the principal teachings of Buddhism. What is the name of the word? Three Principal Paths. What is the Tibetan name? Lam So Nam Sum. Okay. And why you want to write that? Why you want to write that? Okay, there's a story to that, he got a student. Okay, and then one day he told his student, go and build 108 monastery in, I stop first, go and build 108 monastery in East Tibet. You know, those days, people very kwai one, you know, isn't it? They are very obedient. Teacher say build, go, then they will go, isn't it? So I think there's something I need to reflect upon myself. Okay, so actually I'm doing quite well. I think I can do better. They inspire me to do better. And so this student, he reluctantly, but he still go lah. He still go. Guess what? He successfully really built 108 monastery there. Wow. Wow, so king, really unbelievable, you know. So he built 108 monastery in East Tibet. Then he wrote back to his teacher, He said he wrote back to J. Songkapa. He said, oh, teacher, I built 108 monastery already. And he said, I got students. What should I teach them? He asked the teacher. So the teacher wrote back to the student, and then wrote back in 14 verse. We call it the 14 verse Lamrim. So this 3 principal path is actually a letter from J. Songkapa to this student. Okay, the student said, teacher, what should I teach? I got students there, you know. So the teacher wrote back. The letter contained 14 verse Lamrim. Okay, so you get an idea. Then you'll find that, oh, it's easy to understand already. Okay, oh, so this is actually a letter from J. Songkapa to the student. Okay, why? Because the student say, hey, I already built 108 monastery. What should I do now? I got students here. They asked me to teach. What should I teach? So J. Songkapa as the teacher wrote back, and that letter is actually 3 principal paths that contain 14 verse Lamrim. Okay, so next thing you need to know is the name of the student. Who is this student? Wow, who is this student? The student's name is Ngawang Drakpa. Ngawang Drakpa. Okay, and of course they always got a 2 names one. I don't know why they got so many names one. I remember until I gone already. Sako Wongpo. Yeah, here I highlighted here. Ngawang Drakpa. The other name is Sako Wongpo. The answer is spelled wrongly. The answer key is W-O-N-G-P-O. You have to throw the G away. Throw the G. It should be W-O-N-P-O. So to summarize again, 3 principal paths is written by J. Songkapa to this student named Ngawang Drakpa. Okay? And his another name is called Sako Wongpo. Okay, you can see here, now so far we can do 3 questions in the homework already. Yay! Can you see that I got put here Q1, Q2, Q3 in my slide. So Q1, they will ask you, what is the author? Who is the author? You know already, it's J. Songkapa. Okay. What is his monk's name? You know already, it's Lobsang Drakpa. What is his date? 13571419. Okay. Question 2. What is the actual name of his book? 3 principal paths. What is the Tibetan name? Lamso Namsum. Okay. Why you want to write that letter? Write to who? Question 3. Write to Ngawang Drakpa. Or another name, Sako Wongpo. So you can do question 1 to question 3 already. I missed out one thing. J, I want to explain his name, J. Songkapa. J here means Lord. L-O-R-D, Lord. Songka here is the name of a place like Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, you know, Kluang, Penang. Okay, Songka is the name of a place in East Tibet. And Pa is a name in a district in Tibet. And Pa means the person. Songkapa means the person from Songka. The person from Songka. Okay, so J. Songkapa. Why they put the J? It's a respect lah. Like you call Mr., Miss, Dato, Tan Sri. You have a名称啊. So the J means L-O-R-D, Lord, as a respect. Just now I mentioned about
sorry,
yes.
Richard. So so his name is J. E. His name is Song or what? His name is Song. What's his actual name?
His name is Songkapa. Like I explained just now, his name we call him J Songkapa, if we break down, J is like a Mingchen, is like a salute, like Mr. So if you ask me like that, no, technically it seems that his name should be Songkapa, isn't it?
Oh, but just how you said it's a place name, so I'm confused. It's a place name
Yeah,
or
you know, like those days, like those days, I remember those people, old people, you know how they name their children? They say, Akao, Amao, Lao Yi, Lao I know that kind of thing, isn't it? Like, so this person's name is Songkapa. Songka is a place. He come from Songka. Pa means person. So his name is Songkapa, the person from Songka. I guess it's something like the Chinese those days, people need Akao, Amao, number one, number two, Lao Yi, Lao something like that, you know, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, it's just a generic name lah. Okay.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, thanks for clarification. Thanks.
Okay. Very good question. So now I need to start. What is his actual name? Oh, okay, what is his actual name? Good questions. So let's move on to the next one. Let's see. So for question 1 to question 3, okay. 3 principal path. We say it's a 14 verse lam rim, right? I'm going to go through the 14 verse lam rim with you for the transmission, for blessing's sake. I will read the 3 principal path one time. Okay, let me see where is my 3 principal path. Okay, this is the one. You will get this in your learning platform. Okay. Right, I'm going to read these 3 principal paths by Songkapa the Great, King of the Dharma. As far as I'm able, I'll explain the essence of all high teachings of the victors, the path that all their holy sons command, the entry point for the fortunate seeking freedom. Listen with a pure mind, fortunate ones, who have no craving for the pleasures of life, and who, to make leisure and fortune meaningful, strive to turn their minds to the path which pleases the victors. There is no way to end without pure renunciation. This striving for pleasant results in the ocean of life is because of their hankering life as well that beings are fettered. So seek renunciation first. Leisure and fortune are hard to find. Life is not long. Think it constantly. Stop desire for this life. Think over and over how deeds and their fruits never fail, and the cycle suffering. Stop desire for the future. When you have meditated thus and feel not even a moment's wish for the good things of cyclic life, and when you begin to think both night and day of achieving freedom, you have found renunciation. Renunciation, though, can never bring the total bliss of matchless Buddhahood, unless it's bound by the purest wish, and so the wise seek the high wish for enlightenment. They are swept along on 4 fierce river currents, chained up tight in past deeds, hard to undo, stuffed in a steel cage of grasping self, smothered in the pitch-black ignorance. In a limitless round they are born, and in their births are tortured by 3 sufferings without a break. Think how your mothers feel. Think of what's happening to them. Try to develop this highest wish. You may master renunciation and the wish, but unless you have the wisdom perceiving reality, you cannot cut the roots of cyclic life. Make efforts in ways then to perceive interdependence. A person has entered the path that pleases the Buddhas when for all objects in the cycle or beyond, he sees that cause and effect can never fail, and when for him they lose all solid appearance. You have yet to realize the thought of the able, as long as two ideas seem to you disparate, the appearance of things, infallible interdependence, and emptiness beyond taking any position. At some point, they no longer alternate, come together. Just seeing that interdependence never fails brings realization that destroy how you hold to objects. And then your analysis with view is complete. In addition, the appearance prevents the existence extreme, emptiness that of non-existence. And if you see how emptiness shows in cause and effect, you'll never be stolen off by extreme views. When you have grasped, as well as I, the essential points of each of the three principal paths explained, then go into isolation, my son, make mighty efforts, and quickly win your ultimate wish. So these are the instructions imparted to Ngawang Drakpa, a friar from the Sako district, by that very learned Buddhist monk, the glorious Lobsang Drakpa. We will go through each of these as time goes by. It's very, very deep, and I love that so much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share. Just now we mentioned about, we say that the three principal path is 14 verse Lamrim. What is Lamrim exactly? What is Lamrim? Okay, Lamrim is the steps. Yes, very good. Steps of the path to enlightenment. J. Songkapa, he actually got write a long presentation. We call it Lamrim Chenmo, which is about 1,000 pages. Yeah, 1,000 pages, I remember. Let me see. And he has a medium length presentation, about 400 pages, and a small length presentation, about 10 pages. Okay, and this one is the brief one, the short one, 14 verse only. What do you mean by steps of the path to enlightenment? It's like the IKEA, you know, you buy the furniture from IKEA, you follow the instruction. Step 1, do like that. Step 2, do like that. Step 3, do like that. Step 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You follow, you can get the final product easily. Yeah, the final, you want whatever you want to achieve, you can get that. Just follow the step. They already show you. Okay, steps of the path to enlightenment. So you follow the step by step, you can reach enlightenment. I don't know about you, but when I first started to learn ACI, I got a shock. Huh? Who said I want to become a Buddha? I want to become a Buddha for what? I don't want. You got see Buddha before? So I got this kind of thinking, you know. So as time goes by, because of my understanding of karma and emptiness, I'm very happy. A lot of answers being answered, a lot of questions being answered. I'm the not the quite type one. So I said, I want to be a Buddha for what? For myself only. I was for to take care of other people, take care of every single living beings. For what? So if I've never seen a Buddha, doesn't mean there's no Buddha, right? Same thing, like I've never seen a ghost, doesn't mean there's no ghost, right? I've never seen Agong, a king, doesn't mean there's no king, right? Yeah. So step by step, then you reach enlightenment. So maybe for some people, they will say that, "Ayah, too far-fetched lah. What's for? Want to become a Buddha for what?" You know, maybe if it's too far-fetched for you, I can tell you that maybe you can bring down, like you can think of, if you follow this step by step, you can reach the goal that you want. You can reach the success that you want. You can reach the happiness that you want. How is it? Okay. Yeah. So you make it something, you have a small, you know, like short-term goal, medium-term goal, and long-term goal, right? So if you follow this step by step, you can reach the success that you want, the happiness that you want, the goal that you want. Just follow the step by step. It's so easy. They already give you someone already successful. If you can hear from someone successful, they show you the path, they guide you, give you guidance. Isn't it good? Isn't it good, right? Yeah. Save you from a lot of problem there. Just like when you're cooking, if they give you the recipe, you just follow the recipe only. Then you can come up with the, come up with the cake that you want. Or you say, I don't want to try on my own. Can I? You try and error, try and error, try and error. I don't know how long you want to try. What kind of mess you're going to, maybe you can finally get your kick, but how long? And, you know, what kind of mess you make, I don't know eventually whether you can get the kick or not. But if someone show you the recipe, all you need to do is just follow the steps. Someone already successful, they've gone through that. They show you the path. Yeah, I really love that. Recently also I got a mentor. I'm so happy, you know, because I'm pretty new as an independent director, so I need a mentor. So I'm very lucky I got a mentor. So in a way that I can always refer to, he has been in this line for so long. I'm not sure I can ask him. So same thing for this Lam Rim. They show us the path, they give us the instructions, right? And you can think of it like it's even more than wishing jewel. I put here the diamond. It's more than a wishing jewel. What do you mean by that? They can bring you happiness, bring you, I don't know, words fail to describe. Bring you beyond your imagination. Things that are good for you beyond your imagination. I like to think of myself like the kid, you know, if you ask me what I want, you ask the kid, hey, what do you want? What do you want? Play lah, eat lah, correct or not? So is that good for them? For them, that is their goal already. That is their goal. But if they can follow what mommy planned for them, mommy give them advice. Step 1, you do like that. Step 2, you go like that. You go for this tuition, you attend this one, you do like that, you do like this. Then they become successful person, right? Yeah, someone give you the guidance. Hey, you can do like this, you know. Or you want to leave it to the child to decide. The whole day, the child will just want to play only, because that is their goal. Want to eat candy. I want to eat candy. Even though it's not good, I want to eat candy. So this Lam Rim is so valuable. It's even better than a wishing jewel, because they can bring you transformation beyond what you can imagine. Okay. How is it? You follow the step by step, you can reach the goal that you want, whatever your goal right now. Maybe I say, oh, I want to have a successful career. Okay, fine. I want to have a great relationship. Okay, I want to have a lot of money. Okay, I want a car. I want a house. I don't know what you want. I know I want great health. I want to look sexy. Anything. I want to be full of energy. I want to have wisdom. Yeah, but it can bring you beyond what you ask for if you follow the step by step. So I remember one thing when I learned, I don't know why the things just go inside me. You know, I always believe when you learn ACI, you need to study, which is what we are doing right now. We need to contemplate. This is what we are doing right now. Or you can contemplate when you're during your free time. And you need to meditate. And if you really put into practice, you would definitely transform your life, just like how it transformed my life. Why I'm so quiet right now is because it transformed my life so much. Okay, so we know ACI. Just now we cover ACI, then we talk about 14 verse Lam Rim. Then we talk about what is the difference, what is Lam Rim exactly. Okay, I show you this one already. Let me see what else I missed out. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about J Songkapa. Cannot just go like that, J Songkapa. It's not in the homework, but I think I need to let you know. J Songkapa is said to be the greatest Tibetan monk, greatest Tibetan thinker ever lived. He's the greatest scholar. He's a philosopher and writer in Tibetan language. He's the single greatest commentator in 2,500 years of Buddhism. He writes 10,000 pages of amazing teaching. He's said to be taking dictation from Manjushri, gentle voice. There's something I want to discuss another day. I don't think I have time today. And then he took his first vows at a very tender age of 3 years old. Wow. Definitely not a normal person like me. 3 years old, what I know? I know how to play and eat only. He started the Gelugpa lineage. He's the teacher to the first Dalai Lama. And he's a teacher to I don't know whether you know something. You see his picture got 2 disciples, his left and right. Very important disciples. The two disciples that always in his picture is Gausap J and Kedruk J. Okay, so these are the information I think is very important about him. I want to talk a little bit about him. Yeah. Hey, I think I have a little bit of time. I can talk about another person. Pabongka Rinpoche. Okay, this is Pabongka Rinpoche. His year, 1878 to 1941. He taught the commentary to the Three Principal Paths. Remember just now we say Three Principal Paths was written by J. Tsongkhapa, right? So the commentary to the Three Principal Paths is taught by Pabongka Rinpoche. And we are actually studying the commentary. We are studying the commentary to the Three Principal Paths by Pabongka Rinpoche. And so he's an important person. He has a special name. I don't know why they got so many special names. Everybody got another name. Dechen Yingpo. His special name is Dechen Yingpo. And his former life was Changkya Rope Dorje. The year 1717 to 1786. Changkya Rope Dorje was the illustrious teacher or the spiritual advisor to the Emperor of China. And there's a very interesting story about him here. Let me tell you a little bit. His former life was Changkya Rope Dorje, but they actually announced him to be Pabongka Rinpoche in order to protect him because of the sensitive relations between Tibet and China. Yeah, Pabongka Rinpoche is actually the abbot of a monastery on a rock. The rock is called Pabong. So Pabongka Rinpoche is actually an abbot of a monastery atop this big rock. And then he died, the abbot died, isn't it? And then this Pabongka Rinpoche is not that Pabongka Rinpoche, but they declare him as that Pabongka Rinpoche to protect him because of the sensitive relations with China during that time. This one never come out in the homework. I keep a bit. I read a lot and I like to compile the story a bit. Okay, one very important thing that you need to know is he only got a normal degree. What do you mean by normal degree? Normal degree means that even though they got a Kershi, but their Kershi is obtained because they are examined at their own monastery only. They didn't go and debate with other monastery, not like Ken Rinpoche. Ken Rinpoche's degree is the highest one, you know. Tell you is the highest one, okay? So Kershi Michael and Pabongka Rinpoche's, their one is if I'm not mistaken, they are just a normal degree. Pabongka Rinpoche is definitely a normal degree. He's not very outstanding during that time, but then he became famous later on because he was teaching the public. You know, during those days, Dharma, you can only teach the king, right? The royalty family, those noblemen, 三男子三女人. I don't know, only that kind of people, they can learn Dharma. So we are so fortunate when we hear that, isn't it? I didn't know, I thought, Dharma only, everywhere also got Dharma. So we are so fortunate that we didn't realize about that. So those days, Dharma is only for royalty, for king, for noblemen. And then he started teaching the public, and it was wow. Because so many people, so many people come to his talk. Over 10,000 people. Actually, I cannot imagine. I read there, they say 10,000. How could 10,000 people? I really cannot understand, But anyhow, we just follow what is given to me here. And that means a lot of people, and they don't have a mic, those days no mic, isn't it? No loudspeaker. It is said that his voice is very loud, He can talk very loud, that people from very far also can hear him. And he can really connect with the audience in the sense that he can teach for many, many hours. Then the audience start to doze off. Then he suddenly will tell a joke. Then everybody will laugh. Then the person will wake up. Hey, what is it? What is it? So he's very skillful way to teach the audience. And he's a teacher to Ken Rinpoche, Kershi Michael's teacher, and also Trijang Rinpoche. I'll talk about Trijang Rinpoche another day. So from here, you can do question 4 and question 5 in your homework. Question 4, they ask you, who wrote the commentary? Pabongka Rinpoche. What is his year? 18789 to 1941. His special name, the Chen Yingpo. And then question 5, who was the Lama in the former life? In the former life, he was actually the teacher or the advisor to the Emperor of China. Okay? And his name is Changkya Rope Doje. Okay, so for homework, you can just copy lah. Okay, it's open book. Just copy. No worries. Yeah. No, don't stress. Just copy. My time when I learn also, I copy bulat. I tell you. And then quiz. Let's say homework, you have 10 questions. But the quiz, maybe you only will have 6 questions, for example. 6 questions that come from the homework. So actually, it's not difficult. Because the homework, you already write down the answer, right? You only need to learn the 6 only. You only need to learn the 6 for your quiz. So quickly learn, they write down lah. Okay. And then don't do already, stop. Your homework quiz, do finish, stop. Do until ACI 1 totally all finished. ACI got 10 chapters all finished. Then you start to do your final exam. After you finish your final exam, if everything done properly, including your meditation assignment, you will get an ACI certificate from ACI. Let me see, another 6 minutes to go. I think I should stop here. Maybe I can do one more. Okay, so this is the one. Pabongka Rinpoche advised us when we listen to all these things, listen with the purest motivation. I tell you, my time when I learn, I don't have the right motivation. So no, don't worry if you don't have the purest motivation. They read, wow, like so pure like that, you know. I don't have a pure motivation. No worries, because as time goes by, your motivation will change on its own one. So not to worry on that. You have to do the quiz, Angela. After you finish your homework, you have to do the quiz. Okay, let me finish this one, then we do the dedication. Okay, so we have 3 pictures here. You can see lid close. They say, don't be like that. You see, Lam Rim so good already. Lam Rim bring you to Buddhahood, you know. You can become a perfect angel so that you can really help your loved one. Not only help yourself, but also help your loved one. Help the people around you and help a lot of people. So they say, don't be like that. Don't be these 3 problems. So what are the 3 problems here? Don't be lid closed. Don't be dirty pot. Don't be leaky pot. So I let you choose. A, B, and C. A, not retaining what is taught. Which one? Not retaining what is taught. Cannot retain. Here, in, there, out. Cannot retain.
Blue.
Cannot retain what is taught. Is which one? Which pot is that?
Leaky pot.
Leaky pot.
Leaky pot. Don't be leaky pot. Nowadays memory not so good because they always say that we are in the era of 500 years. No wonder lah. So at least now you know why we cannot remember so well, isn't it? We learn here, in, there, out, in, and out, in, and out. So I try to make it easy for you. I put in a lot of effort in all this PPT. Because I hope that it will make some impact in your mind, and then you can retain some, even not 100%, retain 10% also good enough lah. Retain 20% also good lah. Retain 50% already very, very good lah. Try your best lah, Okay, so the next one, B, not accepting or paying attention.
Leaking pot.
Lid closed.
Leaky pot.
Lid closed.
Lid
Lid
closed.
closed. Yeah, you cannot accept. You already think you're very gao already. Gao hope my gay gao. Hokkien got say this word, isn't it? We always come into the lesson. We always think, oh, I know what it come out already lah. I know already lah. I know what is Buddha lah. I know what is emptiness. Emptiness, don't think about anything lah. Everything is empty, what? Okay, so we don't want to be like that. We don't want to be lid closed. Open mind, listen, and then use your mind to process. Why the teacher say like that? Why is it like that? Oh, they say like that, things like that. Okay, so we don't want to be lid closed. C, dirty motivation. You come in because of fame, because of gain, because of you want to because someone, your friend, you see Jesslyn, is that I see Jesslyn, is that also I want to join, because I want to friend with her, That's dirty pot got two interpretation. Got two interpretation. One is like what I mentioned just now. We are not like that lah. Second one, we have the second interpretation is when you mix the teaching. Don't be a dirty pot in the sense that don't mix the teaching. Okay, sometimes we learn one thing, and we say, hey, the other teacher, that master tell like that. Ayo, they have different interpretation, so don't mix. You can use the same word but different meaning. Okay, so when we learn here, we follow the interpretation here. So don't mix. I don't say, I learned this, I also learned from the market. This I learned got so many, I go so many places, listen. It's good, but don't mix. Okay, that is a dirty pot. So we try not to become lid closed, dirty pot, leaky pot. Okay, I will stop here today and I will continue. Next week, no class, because we have Lam Rim Kershi Michael's Lam Rim in Kyoto. Whenever there is any Lam Rim Kershi Michael classes, we will not have any classes. Okay, so I will ask in the group chat in the Telegram. Okay, each time if we have a class, we say, whether will you attend? You just type out, I will attend, I'm not sure, things like that. Okay, and I'll do a survey. I'll send a Google form in the Telegram chat, whether have you attended ACI? Do you have an ACI certificate? Things like that. I just want to know my students, so I know how to help them best. Yeah. Okay, so close your eyes. We want to do a quick dedication. So just close your eyes. Recall that person that you want to help at the beginning of the class. By the power of the goodness that we have just done in our class here, may what we learned today will be used in one way or another to help this person. And may we see the suffering, his situation shifted. And may he be relieved from the problems in his life. See them filled with this love and the goodness that we are doing here right now because of the ripples that you send out. And may it be so. And just use 3 long exhale and come back to the space here. Thank you so much for your coffee meditation. And I will stop here. If you have any questions, I will take the questions. Or one more thing. If you have any question, you can always ask in the class anytime, or you can type in the group chat. Those questions that if I can answer, I've got time to answer, I'll answer. If I don't have the time, I'll compile and answer in the next session or during the Q&A session with teacher Alex Rowland. She's now in 1 month on a retreat, 1 month retreat. So when she's out of retreat, I'll invite her to come to our class. Okay, thank you so much.
Sherwin,
any questions?
This one is a bit sidetrack. This one, how to register for the Kyoto, the Lam Rim?
I can send you the information after the class. I send a private message to you.
Okay. Thanks,
Okay.
Richard. Thank you so much for today's sharing. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for being here.
Welcome. Just to check, the class end at 9:30 or 10?
Oh yeah, I think I made a mistake. I got another half an hour leh. Thank you so much, Angela. Did anybody left the class? Luckily, no. Otherwise, I'll be planting that seed lah. Ayo, I should appoint you as the monitor next time, Angela. Ayo, I so kanchiong. I see the time. Ayo, I got another half an hour. So happy there. Thank you. Let's continue. You're the monitor. Next time, you help me to check.
No, because I find that stated 10, so I just curious.
Okay, thanks. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yeah. Kanchong today first day ma. Okay.
Can I have a question for Miss Rachel?
You want to ask a question? Okay, yes, no.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm concerned about the leaky part.
Yes.
For example, I don't have enough good seeds to, like I don't have enough time, or I don't remember the knowledge, and or I have a mental affliction in my life, so I can focus on the lessons and remember that. So how can I keep practice and manage learn about the lessons, so it's easy to forget yeah, get lost and forget all the knowledge that I learned.
Okay.
And how can
Thank you,
I
Ngọc, for
continue? Yeah, thank you.
very good questions. You asked a very good question that concern a lot of people. And I want to answer that in another class so that I give a more comprehensive answer. And I want to continue with my class now. Is it okay? So I give you a better answer in the next session. Fine? Good. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Good. Yeah, thank you. Feel free to ask or feel free to type in the chat. Okay. I have a monitor who will compile the questions. Okay, so let's continue. Just now we mentioned about, okay, I just do a quick recap. From beginning, just now we say that we talk about ACI, right? And then we talk about the lineage. Then we move into ACI 1, the principal teachings of Buddhism. We talk about the three principal path. The name is called three principal path. And who write that? We talk about Tsongkhapa wrote that. Write to whom? Ngawang Drakpa, his student, right? And this is J. Tsongkhapa. And then we have the transmission for the blessing. We read through the 14th verse Lam Rim. And then we thought, hey, what is Lam Rim? What is this Lam Rim? So we talk about Lam Rim, the steps of the path to enlightenment. And it's even more valuable than a wishing jewel. Yeah. Remember the kid, then you'll know why. What can the kid ask for? We are like the kid. I'm like the kid. I don't know, but I'm like the kid. Okay. So the wishing jewel is even better than the wishing jewel. And then we talk about Pabongka Rinpoche. Why we need to learn about Pabongka? You say, yo, got so many, I cannot remember lah. You know, okay, today I only teach 2 people only. The other 2 people, I move to the next class so that I won't give you 4 names. Ayo, got so many Rinpoche. I mix up, you know. So today we only learn 2. We will learn J. Tsongkhapa, just now, that story. And then Pabongka Rinpoche. Pabongka Rinpoche is the one who wrote the commentary, who taught the commentary of the 3 principal paths. Okay, you can think of commentary like, you know, people nowadays, like when we read, we cannot understand. We need someone to explain to us. So the commentary, like we need the commentary to the 3 principal paths. So Pabongka Rinpoche is very important. You know why at a later stage I'll explain in greater detail his history when I talk about Ken Rinpoche in the next class. Okay, then we say Pabongka Rinpoche tell us, hey, okay, let's see Lam Rim so good, you know. Hey, don't be like that. Don't be this 3 problem, Don't be this 3 problem. Okay, so don't be lid closed, don't be dirty pot, don't be leaky pot, because you think about Lam Rim is so valuable, can bring you to transformation that's beyond your imagination. They call it highway, that is the highway that's been taken. Let me see the word, the specific word for that. I like this word. They say it is Lam Rim is a great highway. The great highway that each and every Buddha of the 3 times travel. See, they already been there. They travel. So now they show us this highway. They show us this recipe. We just follow lah. Okay. It is a guiding lamp for us. The Lam Rim is a guiding lamp. Guiding lamp to where? To become a Buddha. Okay, why we want to become a Buddha? Let's talk a little bit about why we want to become a Buddha. Why then? When I first learned, I said, why to become Buddha for what? I just want to take care of myself only, right? So we heard that Buddha has this ability They know all. They have this mind, body, and mind different from us. It should be there. Jenny, it should be there. Or you cannot find earlier. Huh? Okay. If cannot find, maybe in the Telegram chat you can mention so that the ACI will, the tag team will post it up. Thanks for reminding. I'll take note of that. So now just like I said that the Buddha, their body and mind is different from us. My body and mind is so lousy. So lousy, like just now Ngok said, I got negative emotion. Yeah, I got negative emotion. I cannot remember. I want to study, but I cannot remember, you know, and I got this problem with this body that can grow old, grow sick, and I got a lot of this type of problem, right? So, but Buddha is different. They have different body and mind. And why should we become a Buddha? Because the Buddha has this mind that know everything. They say the mind that know everything. Because they have the mind that know everything, then they can help us. Because they know how to help us. Like for me, I want to help Ngok. I can only try my best, you know. But maybe I give us some advice. You think I cannot accept? right not? Because sometimes don't you think so? Sometimes I give good advice to my friend, but then they cannot accept, right? Because we don't know, we don't have the mind that know all, how to talk to Angela, how to talk to Jocelyn, you know, how to talk to my somebody, you know, we don't know. But the Buddha is they have the mind, the omniscient mind that know everything. They know the past, present, and future, and they know. I don't want to mention about the reality, the two reality. So they know everything, and so they know how to help us. What we need to give up and what we need to take up. And one more thing is that they have this body that can emanate. That can emanate means that they can have many copy, can go and help, can become anything to anybody in any form. They can think, you know, become something, you know, like maybe you want somebody, a friend who just listen to me, who just listen and not comment a lot, you know, when I want to tell my problem to the person, I don't want the person say how whose pen is that? Whose pen? Whose pen? So you don't want like that. So the person will know how to emanate in the form that will help us and bring us up. And bring us up. So becoming a Buddha, not only for ourselves, but also for our loved one. Let me see the chat. Okay, Francisco say we'll upload the reading and the recording. Okay. So, Lamrim, the three principal path. You say three principal path. I'm sure inside got three, lor. So let's look at it. What are the three principal paths? When we do this three principal path, we will become a Buddha. Remember what is Lamrim? Steps of the path to enlightenment. If you follow the step 1, step 2, step 3, you will become a Buddha. Okay, what are the three steps, the three paths? We are going to learn now. This is very interesting and very deep. I love this one the most. Three principal paths. The first one is called Ngen Zhong. Ngen Zhong. Please say after me, Ngen Zhong. For blessing's sake, renunciation. The first one. Number 2 is called Samke. Samke bodhicitta, or the wish for enlightenment. The wish for enlightenment. And the third one is called Yang Dakpe Tawa. Yang Dakpe Tawa. Yang Dakpe Tawa. Correct view of emptiness. In the homework, very easy. They just ask you to name only. So you just name Ngenjong, renunciation, number 1. Number 2, Samke, bodhicitta, number 2. Number 3, Yang Dakpe Tawa, correct view of emptiness. Just name it. But I want to go beyond that. I want to talk about renunciation. What is renunciation? Renunciation. Renunciation, what are you renunciating? Renunciation. You're basically, you look at life, the suffering in life, you are just disgust. You're just disgust with the suffering in life. You're sick and tired to see the broken world. Is it really that terrible? Is it really got suffering? Do you agree with that or not? Do you agree that life is a suffering or not? Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Yes, huh? Okay. But what about some people who say, no lah, my life is still good. I have a very young person here, I think Go Yap Xuan, just still in the university, still studying her degree program. So how do we talk to people who are young? You say, life is a suffering. Everything is suffering. Why everything is a suffering? Okay, what? I find my life okay, what? I tell you what, when I first learned about this one, to be very honest, I don't recognize life is suffering. I'm not saying my life is perfect, but I really don't recognize life is a suffering when I first started to learn ACI. I find that still okay, ma. Yeah, I know life got some problem, but maybe we already kind of get used to it, we say that, yeah, okay, ma, everybody also got this problem, what? I don't really see it like, really that bad, man? So terrible, you need to have renunciation. Wow, really sure I can do renunciation. I don't think I can do it, But as time goes by, the renunciation will improve. And then one thing is, okay, we say life is a suffering. Can you just tell me why do you think life is a suffering? Do you want to share? Very sensitive, Okay, the one, skip.
I want to share.
Okay.
Happiness always ends. Or happiness will always end. Yeah, don't have everlasting happiness.
Why happiness will always end? Like you tell a young student like Go Yap Xuan, why they say why happiness will end? How can we explain to them?
How explain?
Yeah.
Maybe sometime, for example, let's say happiness and okay, like example, maybe my mom used to be very healthy, and strong, even wash clothes for me, at the age 80. Then suddenly she got stroke, she got dementia, she will have breast cancer. So I find that, life is, can have a 180-degree turn, that kind of thing now, Yeah, things are unpredictable. Last time is I take care of her. Now, last time she take care of me. Now I take care of her. So I find that life, good things always come to an end. Things will change. That's I want to say.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Angela, for sharing. It's very true indeed. I feel better now if something not so good happened, because I realize that the body that I'm taking, this body and mind, is an impure, because I learned ACI, we learned Dharma. We are taking this impure body and mind. It's meant to be broken in the first place. It's meant to be broken. Every happiness, very soon you will not be happy. Whatever you are chasing for, your goal, when you get it, after a while, you'll not be happy. So after a while, when I understand all this, I think it made me so much happier, when something bad, not good happening, I don't feel like last time, I cannot accept, I'm a perfectionist. I want everything to be perfect. I want everything to be things like that. I'm quite willing and able to accept and age gracefully as well, you see. So because of the imperfect body and mind that I have, things are meant to be broken because of my karma that I have, the impure karma that I have. And whatever, even the good thing that we do, will bring us back to samsara, the life of rebirth, whether you like it or not, unless you have the three principal path. Remember, think about the picture. I find very difficult to do all the PPT because I'm not an IT savvy person. Think about the one I step by step go to the sky, being a Buddha. Okay, right. The three principal paths will lead you there. I make it easy for you to remember. If you have these three principal paths, they will bring you to Buddhahood. Then you have an everlasting happiness, kind of like, you can think of that in that way. If you don't have these three, whatever good things that you do will always bring you back to a samsaric experience. a good thing can lead to some pleasant result, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt will lead to some pleasant result that eventually will wear off. It will eventually bring you unhappiness, sadness, suffering. So I like to look at this way. Yeah. Renunciation. The first one is renunciation, right? Then we have bodhicitta. Then we have the correct view of emptiness. These three bring you to Buddhahood, to have a different body and mind. If let's say you miss out one, let's say for example, let's say I don't have the bodhicitta, but I have renunciation and I have the correct view of emptiness. They bring you to lower enlightenment. We call it nirvana. Okay? So if let's say you have renunciation, you develop renunciation so well and you have this correct view of emptiness, they bring you out of samsara to the lower enlightenment that we call nirvana, nibbana. Okay? But if you, whatever you do good things without the renunciation, no matter how the good things that you do, it will always bring you back to the cycle of rebirth. You will always be in this samsara. Can or not? I give you the way, you know, if you look at it this way, then your mind will be clearer. I get very confused when I learn, you see. So I try to make it easier. You know, once you grasp the principle well, then no matter how you turn, you'll be able to get it. Is it clear? You have these three principal paths will lead you to become a Buddha. Very easy one. The second one is a bodhicitta. In Chinese, we call it Buddhi Sing. Fa Buddhi Sing. So when the second one, if you have this wish to become a Buddha for the sake of everyone, then of course you can become a Buddha. That is the 最基本, the basic thing. Correct or not? Right. Then you reach Buddhahood. If you can think of for everybody, then of course you can become a Buddha. But if you say, let's say you don't have bodhicitta, you only think, I only think about myself, nothing wrong. Okay, then you will reach lower enlightenment. We call it nirvana. Okay, you have renunciation, you have correct view of emptiness. You can break the cycle. You're no more in the lunhui. You're no more in samsara. You reach nirvana, lower enlightenment. Okay, but if you don't have renunciation, the good things that you do will bring you back to samsara. Okay, Zain Ling said, because we are lost in the dark and we are aging day by day and our body will get broken every day. Slowly, our mind will forget. Very good. Yeah, it's true. We're aging day by day. I look at myself, I say, I can't believe that I'm 49 years old. I thought I'm still 20 years old. You know, sometimes I feel that, hey, I'm still young. You know, why already so fast already? Well, 50 years old already. Next year, 50 years old. I don't want to be 50 years old. But what can you do? Okay. Aging. And then your body start to break down. I cannot run as fast as I want. I cannot do a lot of things that I want. And then mind slowly will forget. Last time the mind so sharp, I look one time I can remember already, you know, those days, you know, my memory last time used to be very sharp. But now, read, and someone read, forget already. Did they attend Kashila? What they talk about, I also forget. Don't know what is that, you know, don't know what they talk about. Yeah. So that is suffering. In a way, that is a suffering. Zain put it so well. That is the main suffering. The main suffering is our body get old, get sick, whether you like it or not, and then you have to die. And then you're forced to be reborn. The worst thing, you're forced to be reborn again. Hey, when I'm born again in this family, okay, either you like it or not, again and again and again, until you're so fed up. The moment you understand that already, you're so fed up, you're sick and tired of that already. That's why you have renunciation. No? Can you see that or not? Until then, you're not. You say, hey, I'm so happy. I'm still happy. I'm looking forward. So you look forward. Sure, you have the next life. But to have renunciation is not easy. I dare not say that I have 100% renunciation, but I can say that it does improve from last time 0. When I first saw, you renunciation, I got a shock. What is this thing, you know? What is this thing, you know? But slowly, yeah, I think I do have renunciation. Okay, so I get one question for you. When we say we have renunciation, I'm sick and tired of this broken world. I am detached from this worldly life and all these things. Can we have a luxurious life? Can I have renunciation and live a luxurious life or not? Is that both? Huh? Can Angela say can? Can yeah. Actually, it's your attitude. Okay, it is an attitude. It doesn't mean that when you have renunciation, I have renunciation already. I live this world. I live in the cave lah. I don't want a house. I don't need a car already. I don't need nice things. Not like that. You can have it, but you are not attached to it. You know where they're coming from. You have renunciation. Yeah. But our renunciation can be baby renunciation and grow until very big, until we really have this pure renunciation. You're so sick and tired to see the suffering in your life everywhere and people dying. Your loved one, either you die or your loved one die, isn't it? Isn't it? Eventually, that's why Angela said everything eventually leads to suffering because either you die or your loved one die. And that is renunciation. Okay, let me go for the second one. And you actually have a meditation to do where you have to contemplate on this renunciation. I tell you, contemplation is very important. Meditation, you don't run away. If you don't understand right now, it's okay. But very surprisingly, in your meditation, you will understand. A lot of things I don't understand in class. When I contemplate, when I meditate, I will understand. I think probably because our senses are withdrawn. Okay, and slowly you bring your Holy Lama. Because today is our first class, I didn't bring in a holy being. In our second class, we will do the meditation to start up with a holy being. And I think it's super powerful. And when you do your meditation, I think it will help you to understand better. So you just try. What you need to do in your homework is your meditation assignment. You will do the breath meditation. Exhale, inhale as 1. Exhale, inhale as 2. About 10, roughly about that. Then you move into the topic. You bring this renunciation that you just learned, not perfect, never mind. Just bring to your mind. And think about, oh, she talked about this. Why? Why she said life is a suffering? Life is a suffering, man. So you try to contemplate on that. Yeah. Why the person say life is a suffering? Eventually, Angela said, all the good things will end. Then say, oh, either I die or my loved one die. Everything is a suffering. We fall sick, we get old, then we die. It's a suffering in this samsaric life. Think about that renunciation. And I get sick and tired of this broken world. Why do they say like that? I'm disgusted about what I'm seeing around me. There's so much suffering. Just contemplate. I'm not asking you to believe, just contemplate. Just argue with yourself. You can see the voices talking inside your brain. Just try on it, and it will help you. It's very, very powerful. Okay, next one, I want to talk a little bit on the, just now is renunciation. So you already know what is the homework that you need to do. Nyanjong, renunciation. 2 is the body chitta. Let me explain a little bit on that. Body means Buddhahood. Chitta means the mind. So, does that mean the mind of a Buddha? No, it is not the mind of an enlightened being. It is the mind or the wish to become enlightened for the sake of all beings. Okay, a lot of people have a misconception of that. When you say body chitta, Buddha, body means Buddhahood, chitta means the mind. So we always thought that, oh, it's the mind of the enlightened being, it's the mind of the Buddha lah. No, it's not like that. Okay, it is the wish to become enlightened for the sake of all beings. It's a wish to become a Buddha for the sake of all beings. For yourself, for your loved one, for everyone. Why? Because I'm sick and tired to see the suffering. And the last one is the correct view of emptiness. Correct view of emptiness. You can think of that like the pen, you know. Understanding that things have no nature of their own, and the nature come from our projection. Yeah, the correct view of emptiness is so important. It tells us where the things really come from. If let's say you lie, if I lie, and then I get a business, I manage to get a business, I earn a profit. Can a lie bring me a profit? Can I lie and get a profit? You say, yeah, I lied, I got a profit, what? Is it possible? No, Jesselyn, so no. Why? Because we say like make like. 种瓜得瓜，种果得果, isn't it? We say that if you plant papaya seed, you get papaya tree. You plant tomato seed, you get tomato tree. So the nature have to be the same. The nature have to be the same. So it's impossible for us, if I tell a lie, I get a profit. Hey, but I really get a profit, but it's not coming, it's not in the immediate moment. I like to think of it like the time gap, you know, there's a time gap. You are getting the money because of what you've done in the past, your generosity. I need to praise Jesselyn and Raymond. You know, they sponsor our fine dining in Singapore when we went to Singapore with our teachers. Yeah, so their generosity, really rejoice on that. Sorry, where am I already? So, okay, I say the lie cannot bring a positive result. When I see a positive result, it's because of what I've done in the past, my generosity in the past, like Jesselyn giving us a treat. And then what I'm doing right now, when I tell a lie, I plant a seed in my mind that when it ripens, even when I'm telling the truth, nobody believes me. Have you experienced that? I experienced that. I'm very angry. I'm telling the truth, but nobody believes me. I tell the truth, but they don't believe me. That makes me so angry, you know. But now I know, oh, so it's my lying seed. Now I know already. Okay, so I have to be very careful with what I say. Yeah. It's okay, no need to feel shy. When I first learned AC, I'm very shy to let people know, what are the bad things that I do? It shows that I'm so bad. And then after that, I realized actually everybody also the same. There's not much difference. Maybe 1% different, because she always say only 1% different. Okay, so the correct view of emptiness is if you understand the pen well enough, they close the door to the 3 lower rim. I'm going to talk about that in the next class also. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. I don't like it when every time I look at the time. So I always cut short. I actually got a lot of things I want to say, and I always cut short. This part is very interesting, very, very interesting. The 3 principal path. So I want you to meditate on the renunciation, okay? And do the homework question that you can do. And if you have any question, feel free to type in the chat here or in the Telegram chat also can. All right. So it's already 10 o'clock, so we'll stop here. This time really have to say goodbye. Correct, Angela? Correct, my 10 o'clock, correct? Not 10:30, yeah?
No. Correct. 10 o'clock, correct.
Okay, thank you.
Correct.
Yeah, good night, everybody, and I'll see you next week. I don't want to do the dedication again. Enough.
Okay, thank you, Victor.
You can do it in your own.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
okay, thank you.
Thank
So
you
the
so
homework
much,
is at
teacher.
where? The homework is at the Asia Classic website and do, right? The homework is inside there, right?
Yes, it's in the ACI
Recording.
platform. Okay, I give you one. If you give me time, I can explain a little bit to you. For those who want to leave, you can leave. Okay. I want to explain to you how it works. Previously, I coordinate for my teacher. I always collect the paper and I grade the paper and I send to ACI Dean. I was really wondering whether I should offer that to you all, you see, because I also scared later I mark too many paper. I suggest you use the ACI learning platform, unless those people like maybe say, I really cannot, I got a lot of problem, I have to do all these things. Then in that case, you can send to me, but you still follow the same system. The homework, okay, the homework, you have to print out. If you need the PDF file, you tell me, I can send to you. You print out, or you can do it soft copy. You do the homework open book. You have to grade it on yourself, just as usual. Like in the learning platform, you have to grade on your own. You have to do the meditation as usual, same thing. Then you have to do the quiz also. you grade it yourself. Then you give me the score, your grade and your meditation, the duration. I will get someone to help me to collect all these things. I will mark your final exam, your final paper. Your final paper you can send to me, and I'll mark and I'll send to the ACI Dean for the ACI certificates. But if you really got problem with the learning platform, if not, please do it, follow the learning platform. If you really got problems, say, I'm so old already lah, I cannot I don't know where to press this one, that one, but I really want to do ACI, or then you can send to me, okay? Or maybe some people say, I'm not tech savvy, I don't know how to do this thing. You try first, try the learning platform. Really cannot, then if you want the second alternative way, please let me know in advance, because I need someone to help me to collect your score, okay, and have a proper thing to fill in. Then I'll send to the ACI Dean for your ACI certificate at the end of chapter 10, chapter 1 to chapter 10 finish. You do the final exam, then you send to me. Thank you, Ngok. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah, good
everyone.
night.
Yeah.
That's 10.
Good night. Good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Richard.
Bye.
Thanks. Good night. Bye. Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.